Okay, welcome Counter Slammers to yet another episode of Counter Slam. This one's going to be a little bit different. Actually, it's going to be part 1 of 2. I want to go over Warmachine tactics. Now, of course, Warmachine tactics being the video game of Warmachine, and you know, it's still kind of in beta, and there's still some really cool things that you can do with this game, and you know, there's actually some really funny things you can do too, and I'm going to show you guys both of those in my review here tonight. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to create a list, and as well as what's available to us. Obviously not a lot that's not available to us. First initial reaction to the game, it is a kind of a hog when it comes to memory and stuff. It does take up a lot of it does take a pretty high-end computer to be able to run it right now, at least fluidly. The single player matchup, you know, you can go through the game and play the single player, and it's pretty cool so far. Yeah, this is the only computer I can get it to really run smooth on, so it's the reason why we're not in our usual Counter Slam background, is because I'm on my personal computer to play it. So I'll show you guys how to create a list first in this game, and then we will continue our video, let me put it that way, into playing a couple games. And we're going to play a couple games against the computer. I'm going to show you guys, like I said, a really solid game, and then I'm going to show you guys a really fun game. And you're like, what do you mean a fun game? Oh, trust me, we'll get there. So you go to squad construction. We're going to go here now. They also have the 4 factions you can choose from, which is Cygnar, Cryx, Menoth, and Cygnar. And you can see I've got a lot of Cryx lists. Imagine that, since I play Cryx. But we're going to create a list. So let's go to Cryx here, and then you go to Construct Squad. And you've got 2 casters to choose from, Denegra and Asphyxious. So first we'll take... I'm actually a really big fan of Asphyxious in this game. He's always done me well, so we're going to do that. So then we got Warjacks. We have 3 Arc Nodes and some Slayers. So with Asphyxious, it's definitely worthwhile to take a couple. Night Wretches are good because they have the range shot, which can turn into an AoE and do some damage. Not bad. So we're going to take 2 of those. We're going to take 2 Slayers, mainly because I like to give my infantry some major backup, and considering that on our warrior side of things we have Mechanothralls, yeah, we're going to need some backup. So we will take a Scarlock Thrall, because it's always good to get an extra spell out of things. We'll take 3 Brute Thralls, since, you know, that's what you can take with the unit. And we will take, we can take 6 more Mechanothralls. So we have, yeah, Scarlock Thrall, 6 Mechanothralls, 3 Brute Thralls, 2 Night Wretches, a Slayer, or 2 Slayers, and Asphyxious. And that is, in this game, a 50-point list. Now, you notice the point cost to the models are much different. They aren't exactly what they are. Although what's interesting is that some of the models, even though they have higher point costs, actually have a couple more abilities than they do even in the actual Warmachine game. The Brute Thralls being one of them. The Brute Thralls are amazingly good. So let's go ahead and create a list here. We'll call this the CS for Counter Slam List 1. Alright, so we come down here to save our list, and then we go back to the main menu. And we're going to play this list. We're going to play against the computer. So close that out. We will go to Skirmish Match, which is against the computer. Click your player faction, and then it gives you a list of all the lists you've created. So we will go to the CS List 1 that we just created. And we'll pick, we'll do the trenches at the border. It's kind of a fun little map. We'll random what the computer's going to play. I'm not actually really that scared of the computer right now, because they tend to make a lot of really dumb mistakes. I've never had a computer player pop a feat on me. I've played against Menoth a lot, so it's not going to shock me if I go against Menoth or Cygnar. That's always who I end up playing against. Maybe it'll surprise me and I'll get a Cygnar list or something. Oh, maybe I'll be playing against Cryx versus Cryx. How cool would that be, right? So now I get to see a bunch of people beat in the face. So letting the textures all load up here, so you can see it's a little chunky. Okay, now it's fine. So you can see how kind of smooth things look. And what's really cool is you scroll the mouse wheel up and you can zoom in. And you can spin around here, so you can kind of see what some of these models look like. Like there's a Brute Thrall, pretty sick if you ask me. There's a Slayer, up close and personal. Might take a screenshot of that later. You can kind of see your list here. So right now we're going to worry about deployment, though. So let's turn it around here so we can see what we're doing. Of course, it has a tree branch in the way. So I'm going to scroll back so we can see everything. it's good to spread out, especially your I say infantry. Your infantry models in this game right now, they activate and are treated like solos. That's the only thing that I'm kind of disappointed about in this game. So I'm sure that's just a bug they're working through right now. But as of right now, if you put a upkeep spell on a thing that's supposed to be on a unit, even whether it be offensive or defensive, it actually only counts. Hang on, sorry, I moved stuff around. It only counts on the one model, so that's kind of sucky right now. It'll definitely catch you off guard. So I'm working on my deployment here because I want to get my models up the field, but obviously they have to get out of this trench, and that can be kind of a pain in the butt right in the beginning. So I'm trying to move some stuff around here. We'll put Gaspy as close to the front as we can. Gotta get this Brute Thrall over here. Brute Thralls actually have pretty good speed in this game. I know they're not supposed to be speed 5, but they can get up the field fairly quickly. So I'm going to put all those guys over there. So they're going to go there. And when we're done with our list, I'll admit this is a little bit of a sloppy deployment, but I'm just going to show you guys what this game can do. I haven't lost, like I said, I haven't lost a game to the computer yet, so I'm banking that I'm going to be able to do it. So anyway, you do your allocation phase. Pretty simple. I'm just going to give 1 to each Jack because I just need to get them up the field. And in my control phase, I am going to start clicking and running. So if any area in the blue when you start to move is your normal movement, and then once you get up to the red area, that's your running. So obviously when you're done, you can't do anything else except for change your facing. I'm going to just go ahead and just run all my models up as far as I can, because I don't have a whole lot in the way of ranged attacks, unlike all the other factions, so I have to get into the fight as quick as possible. So I'm going to move my Jack all the way up here. Really cool looking. I really like the way the Slayer runs this game. Kind of cool. So I'm going to end his activation. Going to get this Arc Node up here. He's actually going to get protected from ranged attacks there. He can't really be hit there. Can't be seen, which is nice. Start running these little guys up. Again, lots of Mechanothralls / Brute Thralls. And I'm playing to, you know, obviously the FA restrictions that the game allows, the normal Warmachine game allows. So, and his activation, go ahead and move up this other Brute Thrall behind these other guys. So if you run, the only thing you can do at the end is change your facing, which sometimes they face the wrong way. Most of the time, they usually do a pretty good job. It's not usually too bad. So we're going to run this Brute Thrall, or Mechanothrall over here. The animations are pretty good in the game. I like the animations. I really like the Cryx. I like the fire in the back. Hopefully I'll get... There's something really funny that happens on my computer. I don't know if it happens on everyone's, because I played Jose once and I didn't really... I saw something he didn't see. And that was, I charged a Slayer and did combo strike on a infantry model, and that model went flying off the screen. It was hilarious. I really hope it happens again in this game, because it's just so funny. So that's one thing we can do. Order of activation is important in this game. You do have to move models to get things out of your way. You know, a lot of times it'll look like you have enough movement to get a model through, and then you don't, and that can really stink. Sorry, so I'm going to worry about Asphyxious here. I'm going to go ahead and cast a spell. I'm going to cast Scything Touch on myself. Hopefully I remember to upkeep it. Usually a lot of times I forget, but... Alright, so he's going to do that, and then he's going to move, and Gaspy gets away with a little bit of a cheat here in that he can move, and then he can cast his teleport spell to get up with the rest of his guys. But unfortunately, I allocated my focus, so yeah, so apparently I'm going to be kind of away from my models. Oh well, you see how worried about it I am, right? So anyway, waiting for my opponent. Now what's great about the computer playing is that they go really fast. Oh, okay, it's not Cryx. It looked like I was playing against Cryx earlier, but they apparently it was a Menoth list. And apparently a very heavy Menoth list, because these are a lot of Jacks. And of course you'll see he runs Cryx right in the middle of things. Notice how he's in front of his jacks, right? So again, like I said, I'm not super concerned. It looks like only a handful of infantry, like 3 or 4 infantry models. I don't know if this is somebody's list or what, but I don't know if I want to do that. So, alright, I'm going to upkeep Signing Touch in my control phase. And I'm just going to absolutely murder his infantry. Well, probably not this particular match, but soon. So I'm going to move him up, and I'm going to take a shot at this guy. So I click on ranged attacks, and then I can boost the attack or boost the damage roll. I don't really know how hard these guys are to shoot. I'm going to go ahead and kind of want to get rid of this infantry. I'm going to try and boost the damage roll, because I've got 1 focus to play with. And I miss. You kind of got to get used to that. Also, if you notice, infantry models tend to have multiple hit points. So that can be kind of little challenging at times. Kind of sucks that they have multiple hitboxes, because sometimes your infantries are wailing on each other. It can take several rounds for your infantry to kill each other, which, you know, I know happens in the game too. But it just kind of sucks. So I'm going to run this Mechanothral up here to engage these guys so they have to kind of deal with him. Obviously engaging still works like it does in the actual game. This one here is going to engage this guy up front. So he's engaged, he can't make his ranged attack unless he has Gunfighter, which these guys might. I don't know. I don't know Menoth very well. So, but I'm going to go and move these guys up. I kind of want to be able to get a charge next turn, so I'm going to get these guys as close as I can. Now, when I start getting into fight with the Brute Thralls, you guys are going to see just how stupid these guys are. They are good. They're so good. I have a feeling that his caster is going to get a severely attacked next turn. I'm going to guess my next turn, I'm going to assassinate his caster. I'm just going to call it right now. Because, like I said, the computer really does a horrible job at really keeping himself protected. And it just happens a lot. So, move this Mechanothral up here. Those two are probably up there, probably as good as dead, honestly. But that's okay. I'm going to run Brute Thrall up here. Should be good, just good enough to take a hit. So, I'm going to move my Jack up here. Probably going to come into play here in a minute. This Jack, I'm going to move. Why not? Let's get him up here in the fight too. Let's change his facing. All you got to do, you do a lot of right click in this game, and of course, for whatever reason, my guy just turned his back. Fantastic. Sigh. Let's see what spells I can cast. Silent Touch. Do I want to put that on something? You know what, let's put it on this Jack here. Because I think that my next turn could be really good. So, Gaspy, again, gonna move up here. And I'm gonna teleport. Teleport in this game is a little different because it's sort of like, it's like an extra movement. They don't really treat it as a place effect, is what it feels like. So I'm gonna put him behind the Jack here. I'm really well protected from line of sight items here, unless of course he does a spray, which he could. I'm not, again, not super worried about it. Alright, so opponent's turn, swinging, misses, shock. Another one, oh, 2 damage. Another guy swinging, oh, 2 damage. Cryx. That's right. Runs right into the thick of things. If you notice, he has his back turned to the rest of my army. Again, not super smart in this game. And here he goes. So all his jacks are done. Wow, I've never had I don't think I've ever seen a caster do this bad. So I've got 3 to that Slayer because, oh yeah, he's taking this fool out. I'll go ahead and give 2 more to that Slayer. And yeah, so here we go. I still got an Arc Node. I'll bet you if I can. Okay, I'm gonna give one to this Arc Node down here because I want him to walk up and headbutt this guy. I'll give him my last one because I want him to hit. He's gonna knock down Cryx, and I'm gonna charge in and just do some stupid damage. So in the control phase, we're gonna move this guy up here. It's in the red. You know what? Maybe 2. Yeah, you know what? If I do that, I'm going to be in the way. So, okay, that's not a big deal. I'm going to move this guy over here. Going to change facing. Here. So we use range attack. And why not? Let's boost a hit. And boost the damage. So look, 5 damage to Cryx already. Let's see if I can get this Brute Thrall to do a charge. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, if I kill this guy, you guys are gonna, it's gonna be hilarious. So I'm charging, combo strike, execute. See how he went flying? He went flying behind this guy. That's so funny. That's awesome. Alright, so time for Cryx to take a dirt nap. I'm gonna activate my Slayer. He's gonna do this charge attack against him. He's gonna boost the attack roll. He's gonna charge. Why not? Let's do the combo strike, see what happens. 14 damage. And that's a victory. So like I said, you can see how really dumb the computer is. And then next I was going to talk to you about crazy games, right? Because like I said, the computer is just really dumb. It doesn't really matter what you construct. I've going to say they've never popped their feet against me. So we're going to do another skirmish match. I'm going to pick Cryx, and this I'm going to pick. Okay, one of the things that they haven't done yet in this game is they haven't really, which is weird, because I think they started off doing it, and then I think it looks like they stopped it, because I swear when you first started building lists, they had FA restrictions. Now they don't, so you can build lists that are just dumb. One in particular that's really funny is P. Gaspy with all Scarlocks. You get 8 Scarlocks, which is just dumb. Another really funny list, which I'm going to show you guys, because it's even more fun, is the P. Denny with all Brute Thralls. These guys are just crazy. They have, and just so you guys know, Brute Thralls have an ability where they can knock down jacks. They have a roar they can do, which terrifies infantry, and it's just amazing. So, again, I don't care what they're bringing. I'm probably going to wipe them off the face of the planet. So they can bring all jacks, they can bring all infantry, and they're not going to touch my Brute Thralls, or they're not going to do that much damage. So it's pretty rare. I could still lose. I could be arrogant right now, but I've won that many games that it's pretty bad. So obviously there are my Cryx. Let's see who we're playing against. Will it tell me? Oh, no, they're not there yet. So I gotta wait till I'm done before I can see what they brought. Okay, so look at this. All Brute Thralls. Just dumb! So, okay. So we're gonna move this guy back here. I kind of want to keep them a little clumped together. Not too bad, but not horrible. It's good to have a good line of them, so... yeah. So, which is funny, because in a real game, this is like... they're only 1 point apiece. So, but in this game, they're 5 points apiece. So this is a 50-point list in this game. So anyway, I'm done. Nothing to allocate. So my guys get to run. And they're not a unit, so putting Ghost Walk on them is not going to do me any good. Not as a group. So just run them up. You notice I don't even care what my opponent is playing at this point. It's just terrible. Activation. This guy move up. Run, Broody! Okay, so... but what I'm doing is you guys got to tell me. If you guys have been playing this with just, you know, the dumb FA restrictions, you guys got to tell me what you've been playing. But I'm telling you, the Prime Gaspy with the 8 Scarlocks, with basically each casting Hellfire every turn, is just stupid good. Or you throw, you can do, oh gosh, not Crippling Grasp, what do they call that? There's the one that does like a cloud effects. There's one that does, he's got Parasite. It's just goofy. It really is. I don't know what White Moon Dreams is thinking. Oh, the yellow area when you're looking is your caster's control area. So if you see those little yellow lines, that's what all that is. So, alright, he's done. Move my last guy up. Yeah, just the whole idea is just to get in their face as fast as you can with Cryx. That's just all we can do. So I'll sit on the rest of my spells. No big deal. And in my activation, I'm done. Now my opponent's going to go. Oh, one thing that's really nice about the computer players, hey, look at Cygnar. It's the first time I played against Cygnar in this way. They are The computer's very fast. The computer will be done with their turn in less than a minute, generally. So that's one thing that's really cool. It's just move, attack, attack, move, attack. You're just one down the line and the other, and they're done. So that Jack's going to run there. Fantastic. This Jack's going to run up. Actually kind of walk up. And then we'll see if he goes around as a Jack, which he does. You're starting to see a pattern here? Okay. So again, no focus to allocate. Could care less. Let's see if this brute can get to those guys. Cannot. Alright. That's okay. We can do... he has a special ability called Line Breaker, which lets you charge up to 4 squares through small and medium base units, ignoring free strikes from any unit in the path. Along the path, it loses shield wall and will suffer 1 damage. This ability cannot be utilized if the unit was prohibited from movement during its activation. Again, I don't know why they're talking units. It's not like they have a unit. So we'll move him up here, and we'll do his Line Breaker ability, which will be apparently you have to go through the models to do it. I guess it's like a trample. So basically they can trample over infantry. That's pretty crazy. So move him up here. We'll do Line Breaker again and see if we can get... Alright, so anyway, they're there. Now let's see if I can get this guy up here to do his roar, so you guys can see what that looks like. Special abilities, Soulless Roar, execute. So now I've got 2 guys that are terrified. Next guy moves up here. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to do Soulless Roar too. Pretty cool. Doesn't look like I really got anybody, but that's not a big shock. So move this guy up. Again, not going to shock me if I end up killing his caster. Top of turn 2 here. Pretty funny stuff. So, move this guy up here, just to get close to his caster. See if his caster will try to waste all his focus trying to take me out. Probably will. We'll see. He's done. This guy's going to move up. I could theoretically pop feet right now, but I'm not that worried about losing my guys. These guys can take a serious amount of punishment. Kind of like in the real game. They can take some pretty good punishment. So they have obviously a good number of hitboxes, but I'm going to go ahead and move so I can try and see if I can cast any spells. Just Ghost Walk is all I have access to at the moment, which is nice because it actually tells you what you can use and what you can't, so it doesn't make you end up wasting it. But you can kind of cheat with models too, because you can see where they can move. You can click on them, see where they can move, and if you don't like it, you can actually unselect them and go select something else. So again, I can set on my focus here. Not going to cost me anything. So I'm going to end my activation. Miss, miss. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, 1 damage. Oh no. Oh, we got a crit there. 4 damage. Actually, knocked him almost over. Took 4 damage. Ooh, 1 damage, 1 damage. 9 damage. Ooh, wow, one's almost dead. That one did a charge. Got a critical. This game hands out criticals like it's candy on Halloween. It really does. So, okay. No. Oh, he's dead. They got one of my guys. No, why? Okay, so misses control phase. Again, nothing to allocate. So, where the heck is Striker? Oh, good, he's right back there. So, I'm going to knock down this Jack here. But I should probably go ahead and use Denegra first. Let's pop my feet. So, she's going to go over here to the side. And she's going to hit her feet. It's going to execute. Wow. So, looks like I got pretty much everybody. Spells, we'll put Ghost Walk on this guy, why not? We don't have to worry about free strikes. Yeah, I'm going to be done with this. So this guy here is going to walk up here, and he is going to attack the caster. So he's going to... Oh, actually missed. But he's got another attack. Miss as well. Okay. It happens. So anyway, I'll show you this guy here, how he's going to take a free strike. No. So anyway, okay. So I'm going to do the grab and slam on this jack. Ugh. So now he's knocked down. Just simple as that. Can't really knock down big jacks. I think you can only do medium jacks, but he's got one in my face, so why not? Alright, so we're going to do a combo strike on this guy in front of me. 11 damage. I think he might be dead. We're going to move this guy over here to the jack. And he's going to do a combo strike. Oh, I can't do it. I can't reach him. Oh well. Oh, doggone it. Alright, Soulless Roar again. See if I can get the rest of his infantry. Oh, they're all terrified. Imagine that. So we're going to move this guy here, who's going to walk up to this jack. And he's going to do... That jack is, I think, is a large jack, so I don't think I can knock him down. I think he's large. Could be wrong. It looks bigger than the other guy, so I'm just gonna do a combo strike because I'm not confident that that's a medium jack. Oh, well, apparently it helps when you select the right target. So yeah, I just murdered that infantry. Okay, so this guy is going to do. Here. It's going to do a combo strike. And this time I'm going to select the target that I want. Not the trencher. Not the ironclad. There we go. See if I can do some damage. Ugh. Probably took out an arm. Not bad. I can do a charge attack. And we're going to execute. And we're going to do the combo strike. See if I can kill this guy. 14 damage. He's dead. Infantry is not a problem with brute throws. Alright, so his stuff's hurting. He's going to have to allocate to his jack if he wants to stand it up. Unfortunately, his caster hasn't taken any damage, but it happens. So, well, just punked that, his jack just hit my brute thrall. I hit a brute thrall. Critical. Still not. Oh, now he's dead. So I lost 2 models. And apparently he's got a jack right there that he doesn't care about. So we're going to move this jack around here. He's going to combo strike this jack. May or may not hit. So look at that. Almost half of his damage is gone now. So this one is also going to do a combo strike to this jack. This jack is almost cooked. We'll see if this, because I'm sure his movement's out now. So gonna combo strike this last guy. Okay, so I smashed an infantry model. Going to combo strike again. Critical. 14 damage. That guy's dead. I'm gonna knock down this jack again. So we're gonna do a grab and slam to the Lancer. Knock down again. Selecting you. This guy's gonna walk up here. And he's going to try to attack Striker. I could hurt the jack, I guess, but why, when you can just almost one-shot a caster, right? So those brute thralls are done. Now it is Cygnar's turn. So she can get cover over there. Ooh, I reach on caster, so I got a lot of hits, right? Could You know what? Let's do it. This could cause me to backfire, but let's try it anyway. Melee attack. We'll boost the attack. Not against the Lancer. Oh, I thought I could get to the caster. I can't. We're going to hit the infantry model. Alright, so Shadowbound. So we're going to attack again. Dead. Man, see, that sucks. Crippling Grasp is caster. Boost the attack. See if it hits. Missed. Uh-oh. Why not? Shadowbind. Take that, fool. So I can't move except to change facing. Alright, so we'll see. Maybe I'm actually gonna lose this one. Or they could just keep attacking my brute thrall. Oh! Wow, that was a AoE knockdown. I didn't know he could do that. That's pretty good. So again, Striker's going to waste all this time. His Jack right there is actually not doing anything. We're going to end our controls. Wow. So, alright, well we're going to move him over here. See if we can do combo strike on Striker again. Missed that one. We're going to knock down the other one. Special abilities. Change facing. Special abilities. Grab and slam. Wow, I actually missed it. That's pretty good. Alright, let's try to kill this big Jack over here. Stand up. Still gonna combo strike you, dude. I don't know what you're thinking. Oh, I missed. Okay, well, this guy's gonna stand up then. Man, I'm just not getting lucky here today. Combo strike. Execute. Again, miss. Suck. This guy's probably doesn't even have... It's like rolling 2 snake eyes in a row. Special ability. Combo strike. Kill this fool. There we go. Dead Jack. And the Jack is going to float off the screen. Alright, so see if my caster can kill his. So she's going to move over here. She's going to do melee attack. Boost to hit. Why not boost damage? We'll see what happens. Alright, he's shadowbound. He's got 2 hit points left. Buy an attack, boost hit, boost damage. He should be dead. He's dead. It's 2 hits. Victory! Again. So, again, like I said, it's not really that hard to beat the computer when it makes dumb mistakes like throwing your caster out in the middle of things or putting it, you know, leaving it, it's a Jack. How many points is that Jack sitting in the back doing nothing? That's the kind of stuff the computer does. So, anyway, that's a little bit of how the game plays. Next time when we do this, we're going to do me versus either Jose or Jeremy. And we'll make it a much better game because we'll have a human opponent who can actually think on the other end. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this particular episode. This is the first, like I said, part 1 of Tactics. Part 2 coming here hopefully in the next few days. And then we're going to get to the last few games of the season, which I think you guys are really going to enjoy. We've got some really good matchups coming for you. Some meat mountains coming at each other and all kinds of stuff. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Counter Slam.